Are we recording?
Weekends are not for showers.
Spitting on the ones and twos.
Wait, are we gonna get copyright infringement for that?
Welcome to Hey Sister, Soul Sister.
We're really relying on our editors to do a good job.
Let's do this, bitch, 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 bitch. Let's do this, bitch. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hey Sister, Soul Sister. I am Erica.
And I'm Leia.
And oh boy, am I in a way better mood than I was yesterday.
Yes.
But I'll talk about that in my struggles. Welcome to our show, guys. Leia and I haven't recorded for 2 weeks because we were out of town, or I was out of town.
Erica was jet setting.
Yeah, I was just going adventuring the world. But Leia also went out of town too, so we both were out of town.
It gave me a chance to rest that Sunday, though. I was
that's good.
Resting up, so that was nice.
It was a rest up weekend. I rested too, but I also had an edible.
And lessons were learned.
Lessons have been learned, which we're going to talk about all in the struggles. But yeah, so I went to Venice Beach. I used to live in Venice Beach. I visited my friend, and it was so good. So good to see her because we hadn't seen each other since like 2017.
Yeah.
It was basically right before our friend Arlette got married because we went to go see her for a few days, and then we went to the wedding. But because, life started to happen. And this is what, I kind of hate about being an adult is, life kind of happens and you start losing connections with people because, I was traveling less because we ended up getting 2 dogs. And so with having dogs, you have to find, a dog sitter or pay a lot of money to put him in daycare, which is always, a struggle, So we just started to become a little bit more homebody. Yeah. And I didn't visit her as much, and then COVID obviously came, and so we weren't traveling for 2 years, and when the breakup happened, I kind of made a declaration to myself that I was gonna reconnect with these people that I still considered my good friends and love and family and soulmates. I was gonna reconnect with my soul people, with my soul gang. Yes. And it doesn't matter time, right? Time doesn't matter, and so I started visiting a bunch of friends, and it just feels good. You're just you have those friends that you don't talk to for a long time, and then you go hang out with them, and you're like, you're my person. And then you so what was so funny was me and her were talking, and we're basically we have so much similarities. I started to understand why we were friends from the very beginning. We just have so much in common. And then she had the same yoga blocks I did. She had the same bowls I did. And I was like, this is tripping me out. I was like, I don't know what's gonna pop up next, but it's probably gonna be the same. So we it was just good to get those reconfirmations that this is why we're friends, especially because I don't talk to her as often as I talk to you, Leia, which I talk to you almost on a daily basis, but we've known why we've been friends forever, So it was a fun trip. It was fun to reconnect. We went to this brewery place, but they had cocktails too for her friend's birthday, which I'll talk about in my high vibe. But it just felt good to be back in LA, and I learned a lot of lessons, which I'll talk in my struggles and high vibes.
Yes, yeah,
for sure.
Where did I go? Oh, I went to Southern Virginia by the beach, so Virginia Beach area, for work, and it was fun. I mean, work is work. So of course there's things to do, kept me really busy. But I really had generally a lot of fun. It was nice to be in a different area and experience, different foods and a location. So I had a really good time. Except for, I have so many struggles from this week, so I'm just gonna say this one. But my allergies, there's something. The pollen, guys. On the East Coast, I just I don't do well with them. And I was miserable for half the trip trying to figure out the perfect dosage of Claritin and Flonase.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on the struggle bus just
Yeah.
in life. Like, oh my gosh, I don't feel well. And it was, in your head, you're like, is this allergies or is this COVID? Like, what is this? Because it was really bad allergies, really, really bad.
Yeah.
And it like started the second I got into my rental, like the second I stepped out of the airport, it was miserable. But all in all, good trip. I'm headed out there again to this time, like the DC metro area for my other centers. So that should be a good time. See my friends from the East.
The East Coast.
Yeah.
When are you going to that
The 20th
of May?
of May. Yeah, in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Couple weeks recording
I was like,
time.
that's like coming around the corner.
Yeah.
Like in 10 days or so. A little less than a little more than 10 days.
Just around the corner.
Oh, my light's going.
Oh, it's
crazy.
You look like you're in a club.
I know.
Strobe light.
I was like, I gotta go see if it's plugged in, but if it doesn't,
it looks like it's on.
It's on now, but like like if you don't plug it in all the way, sometimes it does that, and it's been doing that lately. Let me go turn it down a bit. Hold on.
Okay.
BRB.
Pause.
Ow. I hit myself. Okay, I think I like that better. It's not like blinding my fucking face, my eyes. I was gonna I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, I thought you weren't gonna be traveling in May for work.
I was taking a break in June.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so then I I messed up the months.
However, that's changing now too.
Hey, but you know what? I'm gonna be traveling in June too for work. I might go to Mexico like middle of June. So at first it was going to be that like we're doing our 40th thing with our friends in June, and then I was supposed to go. There was supposed to be some like offsite for my work for my department because half of my department is like over there by like Mount Shasta, like way up north. Like I'm in like Northern California, but I'm more in the central. It's more central, so they're like another like I think it's like 4 or 5 hours away north from us. Maybe less. I don't know. We're supposed to have like a team meeting offsite in like Sacramento or something, and then we got like an email Friday saying, just kidding, we're gonna move it to August. And then like my boss wanted to go to Mexico, so we were trying to figure out when to go to Mexico. And since it worked out like the week we're going to Palm Springs isn't a good week for us to go to Mexico, so we were trying to figure out when. So like I was almost going to be gone for like 3 weeks in June. Jeez. Now it looks like 2.
Jeez Louise.
So good thing my sister is here dog sitting my dogs.
Yay. I was gonna take a break in June, but it looks like I gotta go in. We're doing like some sort of team activity that I gotta be there for. So I'm taking a break in July and then back on the road in August. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like traveling for work is fun, but it could also be exhausting.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, it's exhausting because I remember a few years ago, I went to Mexico 3 times in one summer, and one of it was like in 1 month.
Oh my!
Like I came back home for like a week and then went back out, and so it could be very exhausting, especially like the things that we were doing. We were like launching stuff, and plus like the whole translating thing, like that's exhausting too because like not that my first language is English, is just now I think in English. So when I'm translating and talking in Spanish a lot, I am exhausted. Like my brain's like fried because it's like it's not only am I like listening to them, that's easy for me, but then translating and then writing it, and it's just like it's a struggle, and so it just kind of messes with me. But it's also fun as well. Yeah. When you don't do it all the time. I was gonna. So remember at one point in our podcast lives, we used to do games.
Yes.
Yeah. And done one in forever. So just recently, and I meant to buy this a long time ago, I was looking at Mad Libs, adult
Oh, that's
Mad
right.
Libs.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
I think we should do one today.
Let's do it. We
And
haven't done one in a while.
I know we haven't done one in a while, and this is perfect. So today we're recording on Mother's Day. So when this is out, it's past Mother's Day, but we're recording on Mother's Day, and the Mad Lib, they titled "Type A Mom," so it's perfect for this for this game. So Leia, you're gonna give me the words. Make them as not clean as possible. Let's make this rated X. Let's make sure that we have a rated X.
Oh no.
Just kidding. Don't make it.
Oh.
Maybe rated R. Don't
Okay.
make it PG. Make it adult.
Okay.
Remember, this is adult.
I will
Mad
do my
Libs.
best.
Yeah.
I will do my best. I spend a lot of time inhibiting because, I work with kids. So it's like,
time to let it loose, baby.
Let me see.
It's
Let
our
me see.
naughty 40 this year, so you got to be naughty. Get it? Naughty.
Naughty 40.
First word that I need.
Okay.
Part of the body.
Penis.
Yay! let's just start it off. Let's start it off with a bang. A silly word. You know what's silly to me?
What?
The word vajayjay.
Okay, go with it. Go with it.
Vajayjay. Va-J-J. Adjective.
An adjective? Well, my favorite word of all time is like the F word, so fuck.
Is fuck an
It's all of it. It's an adjective,
Okay.
it's a verb, it's a noun, it's all of it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, noun.
Noun. No, I was gonna say fuck. No, I'm just gonna. What's a noun?
Person, place, or thing.
A person, place, or thing. An X-rated, R-rated thing.
Dildos.
Okay, thank you. So you're much better at this game than I am. Yeah. Okay. Dildo.
And I'm not reading the paragraph, guys. I'm
Okay,
not.
good,
I don't
good,
know
good.
what it's. Okay.
Yeah.
Adjective.
Another adjective.
Is
Shitty.
sweaty. Shitty. I like shitty.
Okay.
Shitty is better than sweaty. Another noun.
Another noun.
Nipple.
Sure. Nipple.
This is gonna be very. Another adjective.
Another adjective. Moist.
Moist. Yes. I love that word.
You may be the only one.
Because it's so funny. Moist. Okay. A plural noun.
A plural noun.
Yeah.
So.
It just ends with an S, right?
Yes. Vibrators.
Vibrators.
I mean, we already said dildo. I don't know if that's.
We could say
thing.
butts. We could
Okay,
say
butts.
boobies. Boobas.
Asses.
Boots or
Boobies.
boots?
Let's
Butts
go with
or
boobies.
It's
Oh, boobies.
mommy's. Boobies. Okay. Boobies. Boobas. Adjective.
Another adjective. Dirty.
Dirty pop. In sync. Oh, I almost wrote pop after that. Noun.
Another noun. Person, place, or a thing. I don't know. Person, place, or thing. I don't know. A restaurant. I know that's like green. Like rated G.
Restaurant. Well, we need some rated G in here. We can't
Okay,
be all
okay.
restaurant. Restaurante. I spelled it wrong. A verb. Look, it's something that's not a noun.
Fucking.
Fucking. It's okay. Let's do it. Because it's everything.
It's everything. It's like
Noun.
a noun. Movies.
Ooh.
Or just movie. I don't know if it wants to be plural.
Let's do movie.
Okay.
Another noun.
Another noun. Kisses.
Is a kiss a noun? It's a thing, right?
Kisses
Well,
a noun.
kisses.
Oh, is it a verb? Kisses.
Is kisses a thing?
Oh, that's like could be a present tense.
I guess
Verb. Okay.
it could. Kissing is a
verb.
but
Kisses,
kisses
I
should
think
be a
that-
noun, right? Because it's a thing.
Yeah, it depends on the context. Go with it. Go with kisses.
Okay. All right. So we make this so complicated.
Yeah.
Another noun. Another noun. Eyeball.
Okay, cool.
Just like random left field thing. Okay. Verb ending in ing.
A verb ending in ing.
Blowing.
Blowing, sure.
Or sucking. Or
Okay.
licking.
Okay. Pick any of those.
You know what? I would want to say licking.
Okay, that sounds great.
Okay, noun.
Boy.
Boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, 3 more. Verb that's in the past tense.
Oh. A verb.
Slapped.
Okay, you're way better at this. Slapped.
Another verb ending in ing.
Finished.
Ing.
Oh, ing. My bad. Finishing.
Okay. Finish. And lastly, a noun.
A noun is bed.
Bed. Okay.
Yeah.
Adult Mad Libs, the world's
Okay.
greatest party game. I'm reading the header. Type A mom. This is the story of the Type A mom. Have you been scratching your penis? Wondering if your mom has a Type A personality? Have you been, instead of scratching your head, you're scratching your penis? Wondering if your mom has a Type A personality? If you answered vajayjay, yes, to one or more questions below, your fuck mom is most definitely a raging control dildo.
Oh
Your fuck mom is a raging control dildo. Breathe. 1. I guess this is a questionnaire, to find out if your mom is a Type A personality.
Cool.
1. In shitty school, if you didn't bring home a report nipple full of moist full of moist, as did she lecture you? That kind of flows weird. Full of moist, period. Did she lecture you on the importance of getting good boobies so you will one day be accepted to her dream dirty league college restaurant 10 university? That's a very crazy name for a college. We'll see. Did she lecture you because your report nipple wasn't moist? Did she lecture you? Number 2. Does she micro fuck your time?
Oh, no.
Your time down to the last Milla movie? When you were a little when you were a little kiss, I'll make it single. When you were a little kiss, did she make you a minute to eyeball schedule for the weekend? Yeah, that's intense. Minute to eyeball schedule. Number 3. If you make the mistake of telling your mom the last name of the person you are licking, will she hire a private boy and get a full background check? Private boys get full background checks. Okay. And number 4. Did her flight get it says if there. If her flight gets slapped for a few hours, does she get so finishing mad that airbed security is called to calm her down. So if you answered yes to one or more of these questions, your mom is definitely a raging control dildo. It's always hard because like the words sometimes don't go with the sentence. You're like, what?
Yeah.
What am I reading? What am I reading?
But I
So
guess
that
that's the whole
is
point
your
of
Mother's
Mad
Day
Libs.
adult Mad Lib. We'll revisit this again at another future time. We won't always do this, but
Word.
definitely revisit it later.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's one about marijuana too. Ooh. And like cheese and wine. Ooh, we could do that one. That one was that was fun. We need to start bringing the games back, even though we're not doing the lives.
I like
So
it.
well, once a month maybe we'll do some games. Not all
like
the
it.
time. Not all the time. I know there was like a bunch of celebrity news, and I didn't write it down, but I forgot. Yeah,
There's so many.
there was something that came up like literally after we recorded last week, and I was like, ooh, and then I don't know what it was.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, Kim K wore Marilyn Monroe's dress at the Met Gala. We could just talk about the Met Gala, like in general.
I don't get the Met Gala. I don't understand
I don't get
it.
All I know, it's themed and something. I don't know.
And
but
like
she got a lot of heat for being. Doing like a really restrictive diet just to like for almost a month just to fit into this dress.
Honestly, I didn't know that she did the diet until people said it.
So much heat. And then her hair was blasted by like hair stylists, like how you shouldn't go from like dark hair to platinum in like one session because I guess it was really blotchy. So many things around Kim. I mean, but I feel like we talk about the Kardashians all the time.
Because they're in the news feed.
All the time.
All the
People are
time.
obsessed and they love it,
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is what it is.
I mean, I don't really care. They're just like always in my news feed. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All the
Cool.
time.
Cool. Like
So I don't know if there was any other news situations or celebrity.
Oh,
news.
I know what it was.
Did you? Okay,
yeah.
what's up?
And I did a little bit of a TikTok. So
Oh, you did.
it was like really quick. It wasn't anything big. So I guess so Jason Sudeikis and Olivia Wilde, they were engaged.
That
and
one's
got
a good one.
separated. But I guess she was speaking at some like film conference,
like a Comic-Con, something like that. I don't know if it was actually Comic-Con.
It wasn't
but it was
Comic-Con.
something.
It was just some like conference type thing.
Yeah.
Or whatever those things are called.
Yeah.
And she got served papers while she was on stage.
Yeah.
And like if you guys ever been served, so the person serving you can't serve you. They just they have to hire a person or tell like a relative or somebody else to go serve the person, and then whoever is serving them whoever's physically sending the papers decides what to do. So it just was kind of shady that like
it was so blown out. I think it was blown out of proportion. Because in order to get served, you have to actually physically hand the thing like to someone. I thought it was so like because a lot of blame went to him, like, ooh, a lot of blame went to him, messed up and whatever.
But he didn't decide to do it. It was the person, unless he told the person, like, hey, she's gonna speak at this conference. But I'm pretty sure, and I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, but like I'm thinking this other person was like, well, she's gonna be there.
Yeah.
But he could have or they could. I don't know if it's who gave Olivia Wilde the papers, but they could have just waited till she was done.
I know. That was the thing. Like, you can do that in the middle of the stage.
You're going to do it in the middle of it. Like,
and where was security?
Like, what? Where were they?
Someone come up to her and hand her some papers?
Yeah. Like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
What is going on? And then
and she's probably super busy. She probably has, like, all kinds of things going on. So it's the easiest place to go is to catch her in public.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
mean, I'm Team Sudeikis because I think he's cute. I was like, I just want to lick him.
And he's funny. He's so
And he's
funny.
funny. He's funny,
Yeah.
and I just want to lick him. But I don't know him. I don't know his personality. Maybe he did tell that person to do it. But I'm giving
Maybe.
him the benefit of the doubt because
Yeah.
I know the process of serving because
Yeah.
I had to find somebody to serve somebody one time, and I couldn't do the serving because I was too close to the situation.
Right.
I didn't sue anybody, but I was just.
But
too
I
close
was
to
like, oh my gosh, this is so blown out of proportion.
I know.
guys.
I know. No one
Making
cared
up
though.
stuff.
I cared.
Yeah.
I cared because I have the hots for Sudeikis. I'm like, you could.
Well, he's single.
My door's always
Well,
open,
is he?
Sudeikis.
is Mr. Sudeikis single?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if he's single after the split, but he could be. Maybe I should like find out how to get on his Tinder, Tinder profile. Slide into his DMs.
Oh, I guess he's got a girlfriend. I don't know if they're still together though. He's got a.
He's rich and famous.
No way. No,
Who's
I
he?
guess it's like some girl named Keely Hazel or Hazel.
I hate her. I'm just kidding. I don't even know who that is. Keely?
Keely. Yeah, she's supposed to be a model. I don't know if they're still together though.
Oh God, I can't compete with a model.
Guess you can.
No, I can't.
I'm
But maybe my personality's enough. Maybe
Yes.
my personality's
Yes.
enough. But I don't know. I mean, like, I would have some issues because he was with Olivia Wilde for a long time, and she's smoking hot too. And it's like,
Well, let's give it to Olivia Wilde because apparently she's dating what's his name, Harry Styles.
Harry Styles. Yeah.
Hello.
I
mean, he doesn't float my boat. He does not. Like, I'm not.
No, he doesn't float my boat either.
attracted to
But
him.
there was a song that I heard from him, and I was like, oh, I like this. So maybe he might float my boat in the future. Maybe as he grows. Because, like, I see Harry Styles as a kid, right? Because he came from that one group.
Yeah.
And they were like babies. They were babes. But now he's turning into not a baby.
He's a grown man
growing
now.
up. He's growing up. You know who I also, this morning I was on TikTok and I was like, damn, that guy is sexy. Is the guy from, the lead guy from 13 Reasons Why. He was like, he's like a, I don't know what other
I'm gonna have to
movies or
look.
show he's been on, but he also has a band.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of music they play. I don't. It starts
Is he
with
the
a W.
main guy?
Of the band, I don't know.
Oh no, of 13 Reasons Why.
He was in like the first and second season. They've had more seasons, but I was just like, wow, there's so much drama in this high school. Like, it needs to end. Like, they just put all the issues of high school drama in there, and I was like, this is getting a little too much. Like, this should have ended in season 1. That's like it. Like, you don't need additional seasons. It just should have ended. Season 2 was kind of maybe, but then it was just going like overboard. Like, every single teenage issue out there was like being thrown, and I'm like, you know what, that's a little bit too much, un poquito too much. But yeah, he was like talking, I think because he has like a really deep like sexy voice, like his voice doesn't match him, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so turned on by you right now. But it could be that this is my type, my time of the cycle where, you know, I want to mate. I'm in heat. So everything I see is like, ooh la la la.
Well,
all right.
Harry Styles is 28, so he's a grown man now.
Yeah, but still, some men at 28 look like children.
Sure,
you know?
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
But some don't. Some look like men at like 15.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's like,
some look like men at 15. You're like, what? Really? So that's where I was this morning. That's where my head went this morning. Anyway, struggles and high vibes. There was something else I wanted to like mention, but I completely forgot because out of my head.
Yeah.
Out of my head and out
no,
of
all
my
good.
mind.
Well, I'm going to go first because it sounds like you've got a lot on yours. So mine's going to be relatively short and sweet. Well, let's start with my struggles. This week has been dealing with customer service for different things. So one So I ordered some stuff. I wanted to, now that I work from home, I can wear more dresses, more light clothing.
Yeah.
I don't have to, be as, I don't have to wear pants as often.
As professional. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. So I wanted to step my dress game up. So I looked in a bunch of different places. I wanted to try Old Navy's dresses because they looked really just light and they had different lengths. So I tried. And it came in, but it came in kind of suspicious. Or as the kids would say, sus. Like it arrived in like not in a box, in like a like
The bags, yeah.
the bag, and
Yeah,
usually it like seals nicely because it's like a self-sealing thing.
Yeah.
This one came in and it had like packing tape that sealed it, and I was like, that's weird. So I opened it up. First of all, my shit was dirty. Like there's like black stains, like dust or something, on like 2 out of the 3 items. I always wash my new clothes anyways because you never know how long they've been in storage for before you wear them. So
I
like,
never do.
yeah, I wash them all the time because
I just wear
don't
them.
know. And then like if I try it on, and which hasn't happened in a long time, try it on clothes like at the store. I don't know how many people try this on. So like I'll go and like wash it before I actually wear them. So I pulled them out and they were dirty, and I was like, what the fuck? Weird. Another thing, I had missed, I was missing a dress. Like, so I'm like, okay, that's weird. And then, you know how they always have a packing slip with all your stuff itemized? That was gone, missing. So I was like, what the hell? So I contacted the customer service, or I did like their little chat. And shout out to Old Navy's customer service. They were freaking great. Like they gave me my money back plus shipping so I can reorder the same dress if I wanted to, and gave me a 10% discount code for all the trouble. Like shout out to you guys. I appreciate that. And now I got to throw shade. I got to throw shade at Michael Kors. I know.
Well, I don't care for Michael Kors. So I don't want any of their shit.
I used to buy their purses, but I don't care about that shit anymore.
I've never have. So.
I don't care. Yeah. But my mom loves their perfume, like the original Michael Kors one. And so I got her a gift set for Mother's Day. She opens this thing up. And so it was a 3-piece gift set. It had a roller, it had the perfume, it had a lotion. And she opens it up, and the roller is broken in half. Like, I don't know how that would have happened. Like, even in shipping, that thing is in there. I don't know how it would have broken. I don't even think like, even if like someone would accuse us of breaking it, like, how do you even break it? Like, it was split in half in the middle. Maybe the top I can understand, or something like that, or the nozzle, but no, like, split in half. And so obviously the liquid was all over the place, filled up like the scent of the house, So, and this thing was not cheap. Like, it was well over $100. And I'm like, I contact their customer service, and the phone people were of no help. They essentially said, like, well, I can't really do anything about it for you. You have to email them. I'm like, because they were trying to say, well, you can return it and get a refund, or that was pretty much my only option. And I was like, well, I don't want to return it because my mom wants to keep this thing, right? So they referred me to sending an email with pictures. I did that. And still, no freaking help. So they said I had 2 options. 1, return the whole thing. I'm like, I told you I'm not doing that. And 2, they were like, well, we can give you a 15% money back, or, refund. And I was like, because if I didn't want to return it, I was like, 15%? Hold up. I did the math, and that was only like $18 of my purchase. Yeah, I looked on their website, and this roller is $30. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that either. So I had asked them, like, here's the thing. My mom wants to keep it. I just want to get a roller to replace it. So I want the full price of a roller back to me so I can buy a roller for my mom. And I'm waiting to hear a response. But in comparison between the treatment that I got from Old Navy versus the treatment that I got from like this high-end brand, like what a world of a difference. Like I'm pretty sure you guys are fine giving me a $30 refund plus shipping and tax.
It's nothing to them.
It's nothing.
Yeah, that's like
so kiss my ass. Michael Kors. Like I'm not amused by this. So my invitation is to them is to step your customer service game up and reevaluate, you know, how that's gonna go down for you guys, because obviously there's other brands that know how to do it and that are able to do it,
and you know you know that they give like celebrities and influencers a purse or two that are like 100%. I don't know how much their purses are, but over 100, you know.
Hundreds of dollars.
So a $30 roller plus shipping, what is that, like $50 max? That's like chump change for them.
100%. Like
they spend more on lunch and company stuff than 100% what they do on that stuff.
On their PR boxes. So I was just like super annoyed. Like that's so annoying, and it took up so much time, like to talk to someone, get no answers, and then go through customer service and get that. Like I just think it just wasn't comparable. I think what I'm looking for is something that's comparable to what was lost, you know. So that's where I'm at. But let me get through my high vibe, because I have a feeling yours is going to be like a thing. Yes.
Together. Okay.
Or maybe.
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah, it sounds like you got stuff to say.
I got stuff to say.
Yes. So this is my mom does not listen to the podcast, and I hope she doesn't. So but I get home from my trip, and the first thing Alex says when we get into the car, he was like, do you want to know about surprises? Or do you want it to be like a surprise? And I was like, well, it depends. Like if I have to mentally prepare, I'd like to know about the surprise. Like for example, if it has something to do with my parents, please tell me. That needs some mental preparation for me. You know, some... You know, so if it's like my friends or like my cousins, if they want to visit, or if they want to do something for me, yes, please keep that as a secret, a surprise. If you want to do something nice or special, go ahead and keep that a surprise, unless it needs like some planning on my part. Like requesting time off. So, but if it has to do with my parents, no surprises. I don't like surprises when it comes to my parents. You know, boundaries, people, boundaries. So he goes, well, your mom is coming to town. Your mom and your dad are coming to town. They want to surprise you for an early birthday because they can't actually come on my actual birthday. I was like, okay, cool. Thank you for telling me. But they come, and it was so nice because my mom's so cute because she's so proud of herself. Like, she's so proud of herself that she's pulled off this surprise. And she's like, she already loved Alex, but like she loves him so much more now that he like pulled this off with her. I thought it was just so cute. And so they brought so much food. It was just nice to see them because I haven't seen them since the holidays. So it was a nice visit. I love the effort, and I also love knowing in advance.
How far in advance did you know? Like a day or a few hours?
When did I land? I think I landed on a Friday, and they came on Sunday. So it was like maybe a couple days in advance.
Did they only stay for one day?
They stayed in Vegas for a few days, but they stayed for one day.
Oh, so they went to gamble. They were like, let's go to gamble, but let's surprise Liam for 100%.
No, I think it was like win-win for them. Like they got their gambling time. They got to see me for a little bit.
Oh, that's nice.
Which I think I'm down for.
Yeah. So. Well, that's good, because I was like, did they leave the same day? Like, they did that.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. A turnaround trip? Lord have mercy.
So long.
I've done it, but 24 hours. I've done 24 hours in Vegas, and that was when I was young, and
Did you do 24 hours?
Oh my gosh, I've done it. Yeah, it was like we would leave early. We would not fly. We would drive,
Yeah.
do a night, and then come back the next day.
Well, at
This
least you
is-
stayed the night. That's
Yeah.
kind of, yeah, but
Yeah.
still.
Young
But
and free.
still, yeah. I almost was going to do that this weekend to LA, but plane tickets were very expensive, and I was like, why are they
Yikes.
so expensive? Because of Mother's Day.
Mother's
But
Day. Yeah.
I'll talk about that in my high vibe as to why I was gonna go back. So
Well, let's do this thing.
so my struggle is,
Yes.
is multiple things, but one of the main things I realized is that I can no longer take melatonin or a strong dosage of melatonin. So a few nights ago, I think it was like Wednesday night, I couldn't sleep. So when I can't sleep, I'll take melatonin. Usually I try to avoid it because I used to take it all the time, but then I found out that like if you take too much melatonin, it actually messes up your natural ability to fall asleep. So I kind of stopped a few years ago, and I try not to take it unless I'm like super tired. And I ended up buying, so like sometime within last year, my ex had bought me this kind that was like supposed to be like de-stressor, and I went and I ran out, and so then I went and bought more, but I bought like extra strength, and I didn't know that, and so I can't really take those because they're too strong.
Yeah.
But I had taken it, recently, and I was fine, so I took it Wednesday night, and I woke up Thursday just sad, like super sad, and I just thought maybe it was certain things were happening. I haven't like spoken to my ex since like last over a week. Like we were still talking, but I decided like to cut communication because as much as I was lying to myself that the breakup was kind of like on good terms, it wasn't. There's some shitty shit there was some shit that happened, and so I just was very angry, and I couldn't like that. The angry part of this whole process was coming up, and it was like not healthy for me to like continue talking to him. I don't know in the future if we'll ever talk again, but like right now I'm just like I don't want him in my life. And so that's why I was like, maybe that's why I'm sad, and I got my hair did, and I felt really good in the afternoon. And then Friday night came, and I couldn't sleep again. And I was just like up pretty late, and so I took a melatonin, and yesterday I woke up and I was like sad all morning. I like worked out, and like within my workout breaks I like cried, and then after my workout I was like I just want to like lay in bed and cry. So after I worked out, I just went to like my bed. I had something to do with my mom in the afternoon. But it just like felt really sad, and I was just kind of crying, like really crying. And so I kind of was like, I was like, what was the difference? And I was like, oh, well, I took melatonin. And it was like, so I kind of looked it up, and it hasn't been proven, but there was some stuff that I found that said because melatonin is supposed to bring like certain levels down to calm you, that it can have, some people have been noticing that it like triggers their depression.
Oh, interesting.
And so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna stay off it and see how I feel. I don't know if this is like 100% it, but let's stay off that. And also edibles, not doing edibles anymore either, because they have the same effect, if not worse, than melatonin. Because I took an edible on Sunday, and edibles, what I took was just in my system for like 24 hours, and I was just like the lowest vibration version of Erica ever. I remember I called Leia, and Leia tried to like uplift me, and I was just like so pissed. I was like, "Don't uplift me, Leia. Just let me fucking vent." I didn't want to hear it. I didn't know like that's how low I was, and like
She did not want it, guys.
And Leia was like getting mad with me, like, "Erica, you're so amazing," and I was like, "I'm in a shitty place."
She didn't even want to hear that, yo.
And
No
then she's
compliments.
Like, what do you want from me? I just want you to hear me cry. And that's all I did. And then like about an hour later, I was like, sorry, I think it was coming off the
It was weird, and I probably should have known it was the edible, because it was like, from my perspective, you didn't sound like you. Like, you've been going through this since February.
Yeah.
And that was like not like you've been sad and you've been angry, but this didn't
It
sound
was
like you.
pretty,
Yeah.
it was bad. So like as soon
Yeah.
as like it eventually faded, I was like, yeah, it was the edible.
Yeah.
Not gonna do edibles.
I was like, come on, girl. Who is this person?
It was just my shadow. Okay, it was my shadow. Came in. It's my multiple
It's
person.
totally
So struggles, melatonin, edibles. I could probably do like 1 or 2 drinks and that's it.
Yeah.
But on a very happy day with people around me.
See?
And continue like not coming home, like let the happiness happen around me.
Lessons were learned.
Lessons were learned this week 3 times. It's not like I learned it once. It was 3 times that I learned it. Because I guess the 3rd time's a charm because I didn't fucking get it the first time. Things, the more you know, the more you know. The more you know.
The more you know.
And I'll do like a wrap up, like lessons I've learned from everything.
I love it.
After my high vibes, because I think there's some important messages there.
Yes.
So my high vibe is is that like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with my friends and the people that I've decided are my soulmates. So first off, obviously Leia and we've talked about this, like Leia, like I'll text her and I'll be like, I just need to talk to you, you know, and I'm happy or sad or I'm excited. Like Leia, like I think if we look at our phone bill, we've been talking like almost an hour to 3 hours a day. It's lessened now that I'm like in a better mood and I'm actually like getting out into the world. And I'm sure Leia appreciates that because I've been just sucking her energy.
Thank goodness for unlimited minutes now. And
right,
this
remember?
did not happen when, back in like the 2000s.
When we first met, yeah.
Oh my God, no. We would have some trouble.
We would be in trouble with our parents because our phone bill would have been too high.
Oh my God.
Too high.
I would have to tell you like to call me at 9. Like call me after 9 p.m.
After 9 p.m., Erica. I can't talk to you right now. After 9 p.m. And I couldn't even text you. We couldn't even text because
we didn't have like a texting thing. Unless we did like the tap 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 like on the phones to get to the letters. Oh my gosh, the kids don't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I know
Sorry,
what you're talking
Gen Z.
about.
You know what I'm talking about.
But I was talking more about like we would get charged per text.
Oh, for everyone. Like
what was it,
one.
like 30 cents a text or something like that?
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, like
guys.
there was no unlimited texting plan. But yeah, in the old phones,
welcome
the
to
Nokia,
our struggles. Yeah.
So thank God for technology. Thank God for unlimited everything. That Leia and I have been able to communicate constantly. Yes. The flow of communication is constant. And then Arlette called me, or like she had called me Sunday because I was like, my friend ended up having to work on Sunday. And so I had text Arlette and our other friend Donna. I was like, I know this is super last minute. I didn't really I was like, don't feel bad saying. God, too many thoughts at the same time. Okay. I had texted them and said, this is very last minute. It's okay if you say no, but I'm in town. Do you guys want to do lunch? And so I didn't expect them to say like, yeah, I'm available. I just threw it out there just in case, like the universe wanted us to get together. But also I wasn't like expecting them to be like I didn't like get sad. Like whatever the answer was, it wasn't going to trigger me because I knew it was very last minute and they might have had plans. So they had plans, which was totally cool because again, it was super last minute. But Arlette ended up calling me. But by that time I was hanging out with my friend's sister, who's also my friend, and we used to work together, and she lives in the same neighborhood as my friend does, who I was visiting. So we were just hanging out before she went to work. And so Arlette ended up calling me in the middle of the week, and we had talked for a good hour or so. So it was a really good conversation. And so it's just like, oh my God, I have so many good friends that are just like there for me when not like, if I need them right away, they're going to be there, but they're there. So yesterday when I was crying on my bed, my friend who used to be my roommate, who's my current coworker, was texting me. She's like, she's like, how are you feeling? And I was like, shitty. And she's like, answer your phone, call me back. I guess she was calling my work phone. And so I
Oh.
called her and I was like, were you calling my work phone? She's like, I think I was. I was like, I don't answer that on the weekends. And she's like, what are you doing right now? I'm like, just crying on the bed. She's like, okay, well, get up. Get ready. I'm going to go pick you up. We're going to go to this 30th anniversary for a hotel, which she had told me earlier in the week, but she wasn't sure she was going to go. And I was like, okay. I was like, I just have to be back around 4 or 5 o'clock because one of my aunts, who at the time I thought was still living in Reno, she lives in Washington State now. I didn't know that till yesterday. I was like, yeah, my dad's sister's in town and my dad's having like a little barbecue, so I just have to be back at that time. She's like, no worries, we'll be back. So she like got me out of bed, got me out of the house, even though I had like I went to the bathroom a few times to cry, but it was like good to just get out, and then I went to went to go see my aunt, and then another aunt and my cousin were there, and it was just good to just be around family, and like I felt joy. So I came home. And I was going home like happy and content. Like I told my friend like, thank you for like taking me out. Even though like when she dropped me off, I was like, I'm sorry I was a Debbie Downer. She's like, you could be a Debbie Downer as long as you want. You're going through a lot. And I was like, thank you. I love you. So I was in bed, and then I just started like going on TikTok, and just like relaxing. And then all of a sudden, my friend who I visited last week, Jody, was FaceTiming me, and I was like, she never FaceTimes me. She really even calls me, like much less FaceTiming. And she ended up FaceTiming me, and she was at a party, and I totally forgot about this. She was at a party with her friends, one of her friends that I met last week, and he had invited me to his party, to his 51st birthday party. And I was like, yeah, I'll try to make it. But when I looked, the flights were really expensive because of Mother's Day. So I was like, oh, I can't, I'm not going to drop that much money. I'm going to spend like $500, $400, $600 on flights for like one day, If they were really cheap, I would have done it. But I was like, I have to stay home this weekend, And so he's like, why didn't you come? Where are you? And so my friend Jody, she's like, literally, I walked in and they were like, where's Erica?
Oh my gosh.
And I met these people last Sunday or last Saturday, and I only met them for 4 hours, and they were like already like, when are you coming back? Come to my birthday party. And like that just gave me so much joy. She's like, I just wanted to like let you know like how amazing you are. Like you only
you're gonna make me
met
cry.
these people for 4 hours and they're already in love with you. And like they had like a piano player, and the piano player was playing Adele. Which song was it? It was the All I Ask? Is it All I Ask?
Oh, that's my jam.
Yeah, I think she was, yeah. I think she did All I Ask. I can't remember. It was one of my favorite ones. Yeah. All I Ask is if... No.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't All I Ask. It's the one where she goes, sometimes it hurts in love.
Oh, it's that one.
Is it? Okay, yeah. It is
You're
All I
right,
Ask. I was
right,
like,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
two songs
That's
that
my
I sometimes...
It's my jam.
Yeah. And she was like, I was singing it along with her. She changed the key, so like there was some notes that I didn't know, but I was like, I was part of it. And you know what is so fun about this is the person whose birthday party it was Kaylee Coco's manager or agent.
No, I think this is all signs, man.
So now I'm gonna be best friends with Kaylee. Or is it Kaylee Coco? Kaylee Cuoco,
yeah,
flight attendant and Big Bang Theory. But like he was so nice, and like they do a trip every year, so I'm hoping I get invited to this trip.
100.
Yeah, in the summer, at the end of summer, it's like fall, and like I heard them talking about it, and I was like, can I be invited to this trip? Because it sounds like a lot of fun. Because Jody, like my friend Jody, she never posts on Facebook or anything, and she was tagged last year, and it looked like a good time, and I was like, I want to go, I want to join.
Wow, this is a sign to get your car fixed so you can go do random trips, like at the drop of the dime. To go to LA. And I while you were talking, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry because like she's so right. Jody is so right. Like how amazing you are.
Yeah.
And you're going through a lot. And like, I mean, as you're just like magnetic, you gotta just let it be. And I
Yeah.
think, the question in the air now, or has been, was like, when are you moving back to LA? And I think this is
Yeah.
just a sign that, like,
Yeah.
LA will welcome you,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
embrace you. And,
And
like, how
yeah.
exciting. And you
Or
have fucking amazing people in your life. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
like, gosh, like, we all have your back. Like,
Yeah.
all these people, like, I'm not close to Jody. I like, probably hung out with her a handful of times.
Hmm. Oh,
Same
she says
with,
hi. She remembers you.
hi. Sorry, said hi. And your friend up there, I forgot her name. See, I already forgot her
Liz.
name.
Liz.
Liz, thank you.
Yeah. I know.
Like, I don't know these people, but, like,
Mhm.
you're so taken care of.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
people have your back, and it just
Yeah.
made me so happy to hear you talk about it, because
Yeah, and
it's
it's
so
crazy
big.
because like I don't like I have this is so funny like cuz I have a lot of good friends, but they're not friends with each other.
Yeah.
And if I put them in a room together, they wouldn't mesh, but I have this personality that almost clicks with
Yeah.
almost everybody.
Yeah.
I will say there's a few people that
There's
like
a
are
problem if you don't click with
yeah, there's a
someone. Like,
problem
you
if
know
you
what I
don't
mean?
like
Like,
me, and if I can't have a
yeah.
conversation with you, then
Yeah.
that sounds like a personal problem. Like I can't be your friend. But like the thing is, it's like all these friends that I have are little pieces of me in some way, shape, or form, And it's just like I'm feeling the love, and I was like, I just know that like a lot of people don't have this, or a lot of people are afraid to reach out to friends, and I just don't. Not that I don't care. It's just like I know that I'm a pretty awesome person, and I also know my friends' boundaries. Like I'm just like, hey, if I'm overstepping, you know, let me know, or just don't answer. Or I have some friends that are a little more introvert, so I text them before, like, hey, can we talk later, or like kind of more scheduled time to talk to give them time to prep, because I'm an extrovert. So you give me, you tell me go, and I'm like, hey, I'm here. I mean, what did someone say party? So it was just like I went to bed feeling so grateful and such a like on a high note compared to how I woke up, and how I see it as well. And this is the same thing with just abundant mindset and like money mindset, is like you just accept all you open all doors the way what am I trying to say? You allow love to come in any way, shape, or form. Just allow it and be grateful for the love that's coming in, and the universe is going to bring you more. And so right now I'm just like, I'm accepting the love from my friends and my family, because as I accept that and that love and grateful in that love, that person that's for me is gonna come, that like the ultimate person. Because with my other relationship, there was a lot of doors being closed, or a lot of kind of more conditional love, and it was just kind of this like probably not a good place. But I didn't know I didn't know another way to like love because of how I grew up and all that. And as I now have left that relationship and went back to where I was, I think not where I was, but like went back to focusing on me and my friendships, because I do hold my friendships really near and dear to my heart, because a lot of my friends are like my family and soulmate. That's when I started seeing like, oh, love comes in all these ways, shapes, or forms. So that's that's one of the lessons I learned this week. Another lesson that I learned is that like earlier in the week when I came back from LA, I was feeling kind of sad too, even while I was in LA, because I was trying to find home outside of me. So I've been going on all these trips, which are always great to go on all these trips. But at the same time, it wasn't that I was avoiding feelings, because I haven't been avoiding feelings, but I was trying to find home somewhere else. And so when I went to LA, like the first night it felt great, but by the next day and like Saturday, it just felt off again. Like I felt like I didn't have my grounding, and I just was like, I said it out loud, like I just don't feel like I have a home. And in my mad conversation with Leia that Monday, she was like, home is where you are, And so when I got off that like angry post high withdrawal, I don't know what you call it, my weed hangover, my edible hangover, I like kind of had to start reflecting and saying, okay, home is me. Home is where I am, no matter where I'm at. And another great advice that I got from my friend Jody was start doing house projects. So I kind of stopped doing house projects because I don't know, I think I felt weird kind of wanting to paint and fix up the house because then I felt like I was going to get stuck here. But, like I could make it my own because I don't know how long I'm going to be here. But as long as I'm here, might as well make it my own while I'm here because then it'll feel like home. And then wherever I go, move that. Plus, I'm making upgrades to my house, and making it more, appealing for renters or whatever, or sellers. I'm probably going to rent it, but, like just making it more appealing, making it feel more my own. Because a lot of the stuff in the decorations was already here or was my ex's. And so just making it me so that I feel like I'm at home. So those are the lessons that I learned the hard way with some heartache in there. But, I'm just coming out better on the other side. And I just today I feel really good. Tomorrow may be another thing, but I'm not going to drink or do edibles or do melatonin. So I may be feeling great again tomorrow. I am going to clean and I am going to make some TikTok videos. I already did this morning, and that just kind of fills my soul. Another high vibe. My creativity's back. Literally my creativity's back. I'm just I gotta clean because I gotta record all these TikToks. And my house is a mess, and I can't do it right now when my house is messy. A little mess I'm okay with. After a while, I'm like, oh, okay. So that's just kind of my high vibe. This whole breakup has been very hard. Because I still care for that person, but it's just I every day do things to let go of them and who they are now, and not their potential or who they were in the past. So there's bigger and better things out there, and you guys got to go to YouTube for that one, or maybe our Instagram account, because I just did some gestures, bigger and better.
Cheers to bigger and better.
Cheers to bigger and better things for me out there. So yeah,
I love
I'm riding a high vibe train today.
Yes.
Call me in an hour. I don't know what I'll be. I think I'll be okay because I'm gonna clean.
Mama love it.
So those are the high vibes and the lessons.
Perfect way to end.
And this is a perfect way to end today's episode. Thank you for listening to Hey Sister, Soul Sister. Not on my toes today. I need to. Please remember to subscribe, tell your fucking friends, tell them to get in this party, because we're just going up and up,
Word.
And you could be like, yeah, I helped grow their account once we're big time, okay?
Word.
Big time podcasters.
Yes.
We love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.
Peace.